Hey guys, Guy with the Camera 20D here with this week's episode of First Watch, number 28. Now it's a pretty hot day outside and it's even hotter inside, so I just wanted to watch a film that I didn't have to think too much about, something that I can just kind of sit back and enjoy. And I've gone with a film that I'd never actually heard of, so I'm trying to hide it there, and I had never heard of until I saw that they were bringing it out on Blu-ray, and the draw was the fact that it was one of the first films Judd Apatow ever wrote, or at least co-wrote. Like I say, I've never heard of it before, but it looks like a pretty fun kind of family comedy. It is Disney's Heavyweights. I think you can see that, starring Ben Stiller and also Kenan Thompson. There are more stars in it, but those are the really big ones. Yeah, it's written by Judd Apatow and Steven Brill, and directed by Steven Brill. And I've heard very good things about it. I've heard it was like people's childhood favourites, obviously in the US, because like I said, I'd never heard of it before a few weeks ago. But I wanted to check it out for a while, and someone was selling this on a website, so I thought I might as well buy it. It was only a tenner, so I thought I'd pick it up. Just a regular baby blue Disney disc there. So obviously this is region free, so if you want to check it out where you live in the UK, you can do. So yeah, so very much looking forward to seeing this. Again, like I said, just a film I can sit back and enjoy, so let's do it. So yeah, there's the menu screen for Heavyweights. It looks like it's going to be a pretty fun one, so yep, as always I'll give you my thoughts after the film, so I'll see you on the other side. Yeah, so that'll be end credits for Heavyweights. Yeah, pretty good, nothing groundbreaking, but pretty damn good comedy, so as always I'll give you my thoughts in a second. So yeah, Heavyweights. Basic plot being a kid gets sent to fat camp, and it's he doesn't want to go, but then he gets there and he starts to enjoy it. But then they find out that that the owners of the camp have sold it to Ben Stiller's character, and basically he's this sadist who makes them go on hikes and insults them and stuff, and they try to overthrow him to get the camp back into order. And a really pretty decent film, actually. Some really funny, gentle comedy. It's one of those films that it's just, even when it's not being particularly funny, it's just a nice film to watch. It has some really funny bits in it. There's a couple of standout jokes in it for me. There's a bit where they're all basically throughout the film. Ben Stiller's character is filming this infomercial, to show investors and stuff, and they're weighing all these kids. And there's this fat kid who hides food and stuff, and makes all the other kids hide this food and stuff, and they're weighing all the kids, and he steps on the scales with Ben Stiller's because he's filming this infomercial. Ben Stiller's like, "Hey, get on the scales, kid!" And he gets on the scales. 2 seconds later, he goes, "Get off the scales!" And it's, again, usually when I explain things, it's not half as funny as it actually is in the film. And also, there's also this bit where they have this like a prom thing, and they start dancing and stuff, and this girl comes towards them, and it's really slow motion, really nice music in the background, and they're thinks she's coming over to talk to him, and that's really nice. She's walking really slowly to him, and she goes, "Do you know what the bathroom is?" And they're all like, "Yeah, it's over there." So I thought, just really funny. Judd Apatow's humour is all over this movie. It's not exactly the same as other Disney comedies. It's got more a darker edge. I mean, Ben Stiller's character isn't. His character is more or less a little bit variation on his character White Goodman from Dodgeball. It's just a little more madcap, I guess. But again, really funny. Like I say, just like really nice comedy, nothing too kind of offensive in it. Like I say, it's got a bit of a darker edge with the kind of the taunts that he shows to these kids, and but it's really funny. And the two people who kind of like own the camp are well, for I know, obviously Jerry Stiller being Ben Stiller's father. There's a woman, was it Anne Meara, I think her name is, and I've seen her in kind of other things on TV and stuff. And I kind of had no idea that she was his mother. I thought that was a pretty nice little thing. It was a great cast in this. We got with the kids. Got so I can't remember his name, but he was in I think Mighty Ducks 1, and there's Shaun Weiss, who I've seen in kind of other Judd Apatow comedies, like he was in Drillbit Taylor, and he's also in TV show Undeclared as well for a bit. And we've got Kenan Thompson, also from Kenan and Kel, one of his first roles. He was in Mighty Ducks 2, I believe, as well. And we've got Paul Feig, obviously director of Bridesmaids, but he's directed other stuff as well, so I don't know why they all class him as that, but anyway. Also got Ben Stiller, like I say, kind of plays kind of the same-ish character as he plays in Dodgeball, with the kind of toned up a little bit. But anyway, great cast. I mean, it looks, from like, I've watched like kind of the making of, behind the scenes stuff, and it just looks like they had like a really fun time making this movie, and it really comes forward on camera. I mean the camaraderie that these kids have, obviously on set they have the camaraderie, but it kind of really comes through when you're kind of watching the film. They also had a really fun time making this film. And also there's this kind of this special feature on the Blu-ray where they kind of have some of the kids and like kind of where are they now kind of thing. And the kid who plays kind of the main character in this looks absolutely nothing like what he did then. I mean, he's like really thin, really like chiseled face, really big arms. He looks like completely different. I mean, was it 18 years, I think, is it? 18 years ago, I believe. But anyway, did I say a really good cast, really good, just like I say, just kind of a gentle comedy with nothing, as I said, nothing too offensive in it. So, all in all, really enjoyable film. Not a film that I would kind of say that you'd be kind of desperate to watch, but if you can maybe kind of get the Blu-ray cheap somewhere or something, you might want to check it out. And I do believe in the UK it might be out on DVD as well, but I'm not 100% sure. And also on the Blu-ray as well, they have, was it, over an hour and a half of deleted and extended scenes, which I haven't actually watched yet, but I'll be doing that soon enough. And so yeah, all in all, great little film. Give it a good 7.5 out of 10. Nothing too. There was little two niggles I had with it. One with it being it was possibly a little bit too long, and also some of the jokes didn't use kind of like juvenile humour, which I'm not kind of a big fan of. But it's not too bad. You would kind of expect some of that with a kind of Disney film. Yeah, and like I say, the pacing was a little bit off. I mean, there was this like it had a fair few kind of cliches in it, kind of, you know, like the fat kids kind of rebelling against the counsellors and stuff. And also there's this kind of big like tournament thing, kind of against the kind of rival camp, which wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't kind of particularly needed. They didn't kind of detract from the film, but I think they could have probably cut that bit out, to be quite honest. It's like I said, really enjoyable comedy with a really great cast. And some kind of comedy legends. Also, was it Peter Berg, is it, who directed Battleship, kind of has a little cameo in this. But obviously with it being kind of made like years ago, it's one of those things where like quite a few of the people in this film have kind of like gone on to big things, but quite a lot of like the Where Are They Now featurette. Some of them kind of like when you see kids from like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something, they don't kind of pursue an acting career. They're just the kind of acting thing. I mean, quite a few of the kids who are in it, it was their kind of only film role. But anyway, it's like I say, really enjoyable. I've said that about 4 times now. But anyway, I'd say give it a solid 7.5 out of 10. Nothing too kind of, it didn't kind of blow me away or anything, but a good enjoyable comedy. And so yeah, good 7.5 out of 10. So that has been this week's first watch, number 28, which has been Heavyweights from 1995. Well, as always, another one of these next week, and that's about it. I won't keep you for too much longer, so please rate, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.